Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Synergy Markets Weekend video, and my name is Steve Melly. Before we start, the purpose of this video is a number of factors, really. We provide a signal service to subscribers, and this is an ongoing theme of rationale behind trade signal decisions. You get to see over the years how we look at markets. If you watch those videos enough, you'll pick up the method, I'm sure. So what we look for here is the market cycle, and we look for harmonic patterns within that market cycle to give us areas of interest. You can check out information on the service, synergy-markets.com, and you can have a look around at the performance, things like that. Let's start. We've had a decent week. It's quiet. We're coming to the end of the month. When you get an idea of when it's a good time to trade versus when it's not a good time to trade, the end of the month, typically a lot of window dressing with larger institutions, tidying up portfolios for clients, exiting, entering new positions. We are coming into the final few days of September now, so trading probably be choppy and less volumes, I could imagine. But we are starting to get back into the bigger volume network. Into the last quarter of the year tends to be better trading conditions. And let's have a look what we have. So we'll start on we'll go through the whole list today. AUD CAD. So let's have a look what's happening with AUD CAD at the minute. We have this, well, first of all, we'll look at this red thing here. Now, this is so important. I know it looks like a childish sketch, which it is a childish sketch. It's the key to how I approach the markets anyway. This can be seen on all time frames. I just always come to this, look at this trend, for example. This is a trend. A trend you will find has three main pushes in it. Another way to think about it is it's got two consolidation areas in it. Now, you can see clearly here the actual shape of the W is here. There's the W. And then you have one, then you have two, and then you have three, and another W. It's all there to be seen, guys. You've got it here again at the top side. You've got the M. You've got the one. Got the two. You've got the three. So down, up, down. Was expecting it to get up there, but it didn't. It didn't quite get up there. And this is where harmonics come in, because this pattern we have here, this blue triangular shape pattern, is a really good example of how harmonics work. So it's ultimately the most perfect of Gartley patterns. So what we have here, first of all, was an AB is equal to CD in length. If we labeled this up, this will be point A, this will be point B, is equal to CD. That happens 60% of the time. The other 40% of the time is an extension. So this CD leg only is a greater length than this AB leg, and that's defined by Fibonacci extensions. Typically, it's 1.27 times greater, or 1.61 greater. We'll just show you, because first of all, the ABCD itself worked within a few pips, gave us a high-low. Great trade, could have taken that, no problems. But then if we look at what the actual extension on this CD leg was, we'll measure here, there, to there, come back down. We will see that, first of all, I haven't plumbed in the configure Fibonacci expansion. We need to have a value of 127% in there. Where is that? 78.6, 161.8, 127. That should apply. Let's have a look. Is that applied? There it is. Now, guys, I'm not being funny, but that is absolutely, I didn't even have this laid out here, and I'm in shock actually at how exact that has been. Can you see the way price has come into the 127 extension here, and it's hit the 78.6 retracement as well? In addition to that being ABCD harmonic, we've also got the three waves, 1, 2, 3 into this area. It's an extremely strong zone sell, and it did sell. It sold all the way down to complete. Well, you got A, B here, and you have CD down here. Came all the way down to complete, and you can see again how you use harmonic swings. A, B is equal to C, D again, CD. The D point came in down here. What is the extension? Because it seems to have extended beyond. Let's see if we can get a reasonable. Again, I have to add in the 127 because it's not pre-saved. Give me a second. 127. Right. So price again comes in at the 127. That's insane, guys. It really is insane. It's something that I haven't looked at carefully enough, certainly on this pair. until now. So we know that the AUD CAD really likes the 78.6 and it really likes the 127 extension. So we'll bear that in mind. Now, what can we see now? We can see certainly a consolidation zone. It looks to me that this is now a bullish pattern. We've changed the structure here, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, change of character. That's what we have here is a change of character of the previous downtrend. And we'll mark that accordingly. Let's mark it off. We're waiting for a retest of this area. So we're waiting for a retest here. This is the chain. And we're looking for a retest down here. Apologies. The retest is here. We're looking for a retest there, change, and then we're looking for the break. So what we have here is the change. I then want to see a break of that change, and this then sets up my framework for going long. It's just waiting. Once we get up here, you can be pretty confident we're going to complete the ABCD higher. That also suggests pressure on CAD, and that also lays out pressure on CAD with other currencies. USD CAD, Euro CAD, GBP CAD are all lining up. We'll cover them. So that's AUD CAD. Let's take a peek at AUD Now this is one that it's difficult for you to take in. It looks an absolute mess. Yes, I get that, fair enough, but it isn't a mess to my eyes. You're trying to draw structure. Again, remember this little diagram. We can see it on the way up here. It's not always going to be drawn out nicely for you. You've got 1, 2, 3. You've got to be able to identify it. When you can identify 1 and 2, you know it's going to give you 3. If you can identify 1 and you can see the hallmarks of the past, you know it's going to give you 2 and 3. So that's AUD CAD. Let's take a peek at AUD Now this is one that looks an absolute mess. Yes, I get that, fair enough, but it isn't a mess to my eyes. You're trying to draw structure. Again, remember this little diagram. We can see it on the way up here. It's not always going to be drawn out nicely for you. You've got 1, 2, 3. You've got to be able to identify it. When you can identify 1 and 2, you know it's going to give you 3. If you can identify 1 and you can see the hallmarks of the past, you know it's going to give you 2 and 3. So you scale in your entries, you go quite small here, and then you go a bit larger here. This is about late entries as well, folks. It's not about catching the bottom pip and hero trades. This is about getting in when the flood of money is going to pile in. So on the way down, it's difficult to see, but this is it. So you scale in your entries, you go quite small here, and then you go a bit larger here. This is about late entries as well, folks. It's not about catching the bottom pip and hero trades. This is about getting in when the flood of money is going to pile in. So on the way down, it's difficult to see, but this is it. This is a 1, and then within this, you have 1, 2, 3 to the low, makes another consolidation. And in this final, this is a 1, and then within this, you have 1, 2, 3 to the low, makes another consolidation. And in this final trend lower move, you need to see where the trend begins. This is all consolidation, it appears, until you notice that there is the famous M starting. Just draw straight through it. You've got that M again. 1, 2. Guess what's next? 1, 2, 3. So expect a stronger Swiss franc, expect a stronger US dollar. And that's what I'm seeing. So I'm not going to dwell on that one too much. I am anticipating a third push lower, a third trend lower. Notice the Gartley trend lower move. You need to see where the trend begins. This is all consolidation, it appears, until you notice that there is the famous M starting. Just draw straight through it. You've got that M again. 1, 2. Guess what's next? 1, 2, 3. So expect a stronger Swiss franc, expect a stronger US dollar. And that's what I'm seeing. So I'm not going to dwell on that one too much. I am anticipating a third push lower, a third trend lower. Notice the Gartley, A, B equals C, D. Notice that would be being the control point or the D point for the harmonic. Has given people multiple times to make money. Every time it touches this line, if you bought it, every time you bought it here, small profit. How many pips is that if you bought it there? A, B equals C, D. Notice that would be being the control point or the D point for the harmonic. Has given people multiple times to make money. Every time it touches this line, if you bought it, every time you bought it here, small profit. How many pips is that? Bought it there? Yeah, 15 pips, 30 pips, 50 pips, 15 pips, 30 pips, 50 pips, 150 pips. It's opportune. So let's see if we can identify what's happening. I think I can see with my eyes what's going on here, and I can pick out the first zone, and I think this is the second 150 pips. It's opportune. So let's see if we can identify what's happening. I think I can see with my eyes what's going on here, and I can pick out the first zone, and I think this is the second. Can't even draw, sorry. That's the second zone. And I'm waiting for it to start doing this. When I see 1, 2, or if I see the 1 and then I look in here and I see a 1, 2, I would take it. Looks a mess, guys. There's chaos. There is logic in the chaos. ADNZD. Can't even draw, sorry. That's the second zone. And I'm waiting for it to start doing this. When I see 1, 2, or if I see the 1 and then I look in here and I see a 1, 2, I would take it. Looks a mess, guys. There's chaos. There is logic in the chaos. ADNZD. Pretty proud of this one. We took it long. We took it long here. Where did we take it long? You have to go back and look in the chat. We took this long, basically. Now, we contextually knew we were taking a long counter trend. So if you can see this chart clearly, you can see the trend on the way up, 1, 2, 3. I initially thought this whole block was a 1. Pretty proud of this one. We took it long here. Where did we take it long? You have to go back and look in the chat. We took this long. Now, we contextually knew we were taking a long counter trend. So if you can see this chart clearly, you can see the trend on the way up, 1, 2, 3. I initially thought this whole block was a 1. All of this was just a big consolidation zone, expecting it. We had the Gartley. Yes, we actually took the Gartley sell and then took the buy. So we saw the change, the break, and we took an entry here. Drawdown, yes. And then we got the release of what we were expecting, counter trend. This has now completed the big red ABCD pattern. But if we look a little bit more carefully, we'll notice that the complete low was down there. So for ease of vision, I'm going to copy it to there. And this is the subtleness of trading. You have to be really onto it. Otherwise, you're not going to see the whole picture. Put that exactly there. And where are we coming in? We are very close to a top. 113.75 would be a top here. That would also be a monument Gartley pattern. We're already over the 78.6. So a lot going on here. Folks, I'm not trading that. I can't see what I want to do with it at the minute, so we'll pass. All of this was just a big consolidation zone, expecting it. We had the Gartley. Yes, we actually took the Gartley sell and then took the buy. So we saw the change, the break, and we took an entry here. Drawdown, yes. And then we got the release of what we were expecting, counter trend. This has now completed the big red ABCD pattern. But if we look more carefully, we'll notice that the complete low was down there. So just for ease of vision, I'm going to copy it to there. And this is the subtleness of trading. You have to be really onto it. Otherwise, you're not going to see the whole picture. Let's put that exactly there. And where are we coming in? We are very close to a top. 113.75 would be a top here. That would also be a monument Gartley pattern. We're already over the 78.6. So a lot going on here. Folks, I'm not trading that. Here's one that we do like the look of, and we have gotten in this week, and it's a great looking setup. So this is AUD USD. Finally managed to get in. It's been extremely hard. It gives you nothing, this particular pair. Excuse me. It gives you nothing. But here's the map. Remember that up and down, down and up. On the way down, 1, 2. So sorry, let's start on the way up. On the way up, 1, 2, 3. On the way down, 1, 2. Why wasn't this 2? You'll say, well, because it's lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. We're looking for consolidation. This is consolidation. I'm expecting this to start playing out now. So this could be we're waiting for a true break down lower. This could be the first one, lower high. We caught this though. We want to enter trades in line with the market cycle. That's the whole point. So we did. Took a trade in line with the market cycle. We saw the market gave us 3 weeks of rise, I believe, was it? 3 weeks. Market gave us the pattern high at 1, 2, 3 to the high. This is all high highs, high low. We saw the change here. We saw the break retest, and we're not taking that. And we saw the 1, 2, saw the stalling, took an entry here. That's very nice. So we're waiting for a retest up here to go again. It's also 2 weeks of drop, which is a mega powerful formation. 1, 2, and we anticipate a third week of drop. So we already know that there's a free 20 pips here before we make a new low. This is a nice place to consider, and we're coming in close context with the 50. Moving on. Gonna have to speed it up a bit, folks. Sorry, I'm dragging here. Bitcoin's been really tough mentally, but we have seen some really interesting developments. Let me just box off my consolidation so you can see my perspectives on these things. Remember the 1, 2, 3. So here's the 1, there's the 2, and then we've even got 1, 2, 3. Now that's a terrible 3. We got 1, 2, 3. We've also got 1 month, 2 months, 3 months making new highs, and then we had the red, and this should really come back down to 70 or 80,000. That's where it should do. We'll wait and see on that. Up here though, we've got a slight contradiction, but it's breaking down a bit. This could be an island reversal formation, potentially bullish. But what I can see here, yes, hopefully you can see it as well. I can see the 1, the 2, and the 3. That's the only thing with Bitcoin, and this could be the rocket to do that. So that's Bitcoin. Moving on, let's get into the good stuff. Euro AUD, this is one of my favorites at the minute. Sent a signal long here. I need to update it, but have a look at this pattern, ladies and gents. First of all, you got the ABCD, the blue diagonals, A, B, C, D. You can see the market cycle. You can see the W. You can see the 1. You can see the 2. And here's the 3 up here. So 1, 2, 3 to the high. Let's just have a look. Lovely looking pattern. You have level 1, level 2. And we're aiming to complete the ABCD up here. We are long this. Already you can see the structure I'm showing here. You've got level 1, level 2. These are traps. What are we waiting for on this? What are we waiting for? Oh, this is really nice. This is like a mini baby structure. This is one to send next week. A little bit nervous of it. We've got the change. I wanted to see a break up here and a retest, but we're already starting to see the high, 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 low, high, 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 low. Change. This is the valid break, retest. If we get above here, I'm going to send that out. And that looks like a decent trade to me. EuroCAD starting to warm up here as well. EuroCAD's been very choppy. Personally, we've got the blue A, B, C, D up to here, and we're very close to completing that. This is a clear level 2 trend for me, and we're waiting for the top of consolidation. The surprising thing is the CAD strength narrative on this coming in to give us a higher low, maybe. But this, I am anticipating this to tail off a little bit. Look, we've anchored away from the de-anchored from the 50. Look what happened last time. Yes, we made a move up and we came down and tested it. It never leaves it alone. Leaves it alone, come back, tests it. Leaves it alone, and that's a leave alone area now. Leaves alone leads to a big sell-off. So watching that one quite carefully. We do have some nice structure here. We have a change, break, entry. Yeah, can't see it clearly enough. Personally, there's not. I can't see the edge in that. So moving on, Euro NZD is my other go-to. We've traded this twice, guys. We traded it down here and we traded it up here again, and it's paid us out handsomely. It's one of the best trades we sent in a long while. Beautiful looking. Level 1, level 2, expecting higher highs and higher lows. So we got the chain, waiting for a retest to come in. Hasn't yet. So we'll just do away with that. But this is what we played for, the 1, the 2, and the 3, similar to what Bitcoin's looking like. There's no meat on the bone here, but this has been madness trading for us. 2 weeks of rise, 1, 2, expecting the 3rd, but that could just make a little high here and make the 3rd. So we need to watch carefully. It's de-anchored from the 50. Euro USD. So this has been the conundrum. This is what trading's about, the riddles and the sort of little things you got to work out, constant mind battle. That's why we use Harmonics to help us with that battle and to give us ideas where price is going to come into a stall. Looking at it through the lenses of the Harmonics, which is the blue winged diagram, we can see that we have the blue structure here, the A, B is equal to C, D. And you can see that that D point actually came in bang on. So you could have been heroic there and sold it. That's one thing. Then we notice within this CD leg, we can see a clear 1, 2, 3 to the high. This didn't break structure here, just it is a test candle really. And then we've fallen back into the range. Unless that breaks clearly and comes back, it doesn't want to go up. It's exhausted. It's also at the 78.6% retracement, which is another powerful thing. So this is a Gartley sell to create the higher low for continuation later, continuation lower. GBP AUD, the pattern appears complete. Level 1, level 2, high highs, high lows. From the previous video, Steve Marrow, who came up with this whole market cycle business, and I've combined it with Harmonics, and people develop their own approach with it. Certainly here, memorable formation of a high was a Batman picture. You imagine the hat with the ears. A full Batman has the other ear here, but his terminology was half a Batman. And that is it so far. Notice the subsequent lower lows, lower highs. That could be a trap to induce to go long. If we are trading Euro, AUD and Euro NZD, you'd expect this to push up a little bit. I'm not really seeing those signs. Yes, I can see a 1, 2, 3. I'm waiting for price to get up to here to show. It's trying to make that W at the minute. It's trying to do the W. So I'm looking for this. Entry 1, entry 2. These are my other entries. I want to see a chain, a break, and then I'm in there. Moving on. This is a second zone of consolidation for me, GBP CAD. So we have level 1, level 2, and we are looking to get further long here. We've got nice compression, high, 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 low, high, 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 low. This is primed for next week. We just got to identify that bloody entry. Having a look here, we made the change, we made the break. Anything above here is where the market surge should appear. We should start surging. As I say, anything above here. The only problem for me is, just check here. The only problem for me is this is the, it's not going to run away, this one, yet until we've cleared some of these hurdles. One of the hurdles is breaking this structure, which we've tested so far. I need to see this break, retest, and then enter. That is what I need to see. You see the sort of little mental games you have to play, and then that looks better, doesn't it? You got the 1, the 2, and you're going to be taking that 3. But so far, this then becomes the boss. That's what we have there. Sorry, doorbell's just gone. Sorry about that. Back to this one. This is something that desperately, this is one we're looking at here. I want to see more develop. It's close. Looks good. Do I want to risk my money on it? Not yet. This has got to develop more. But I like it. This is one that has, you just got to wait for your setups. Moving on, GBP CHF, I'm not really touching this. It's similar to AUD CHF, even a long-term death spiral. But here, I thought we were there, and I thought we had the 1, the 2, and the 3. 1, 2, 3 up. I'm not so sure now. And if anything, I think I'm wrong. Until when these lows break, I'm wrong, ultimately. But I'm not trading it. It doesn't matter if I'm wrong. I'm trying to pick up on trends. This is a crude, jaggedy version of the M here. This is a 1. This is a 2. And is this the ugly W? I don't think so. So I'm not, it's just too much of a mind effort. So I'm just not going to bother. GBP JPY, on the other hand, is something really nice to see. Absolutely crazy on the upside potential on the monthly. Where was my main picture of it? Did have this one mapped out. Yeah, there it is. So level 1 in the red, level 2 in the red. So you've always got to see the market 2 lenses. So that's my entry technique in the blue and the pattern in the red. That's a proper break. It's quite hard to get into this one. It's just sort of building up a lot of pressure in here to release valve pretty soon. Do you see that releasing soon? Break. It's going to have to be a close above there to get me in. And this is a bastard of a pair. It really is huge move. Moves like a beast. I don't really trade it. Moving on, GBP USD. So GBP USD, similar to Euro USD, we've seen a bit of dollar strength recently on the way down, level 1, level 2, on the way up, massive level 1. We did the 1, 2, 3 to the high, pinned it, and we're just working backwards within this zone. Is it going to be a consolidation zone, a second zone of consolidation, or are we going to come off from here? We don't know yet. We know we have ABCDs pointing higher. We've had an ABCD complete here. Past the German DAX. See if we have I drawn anything on this one for a while? Not really. And that's certainly a consolidation zone. So we've done the 1. This is the 2. And these are the final embers of a rally up. New Zealand dollar CAD, this has been a complete and utter bitch. Is in line. Identify where we are. I believe we're there. Level 1, level 2. We've had a lot of CAD strength and a lot of weakness in the New Zealand, but we're still at the lows of level 1. But we're not seeing anything there to entice us. NZD USD, we sent this short, similar to AUD USD. So we're in both of these shorts at the minute. That's level 1, level 2 to the downside. What did we see to get in? It was actually an entry a while ago. We took this Gartley up here. We took it here, it nearly took us out, and then it's given us an amazing move lower. We're close to 200 pips on this, and Can we see the Gartley? There it is, the Gartley. See, it went above. A, B, C, D came into here, and this was a real vicious extension. It went 90 pips offside. That's the thing we're trading. You just got to give it room sometimes. It came very close to the 161.8. This looks like a 141 retracement without me completing the... let me use the proper bloody tool. Where is it? Yeah. So 127, it certainly traded into. You needed a big stop, and it was a nasty one because it did swipe those above the 100, but we lasted it. We lasted it out. The drawdown was 60 pips and a profit 190 so far. So there you go. Say no more. Ripple in the toilet. They're all in the toilet, the cryptos at the moment, not doing anything. This one just looks like it barely moves, to be fair, but it is holding. It's trying to make a bit of a W here. We haven't had a proper retest of this zone, so that could come soon. Moving on, gold has been berserk. All of these precious metals have been absolutely berserk. Bizarre, berserk, bananas. Now, level 1, level 2, we know we're in the final throes of this move. 1, 2, it looks like it wants to a 1, 2, 3 higher, maybe in up to 4,000. That seems within sight. Don't fight it. Silver, equally berserk. W here, level 1, an internal 1, 2. This is the 3. We're looking for another, probably a steep pullback on this one to give us the shape for the second zone, and then we'll look to get into that to take the third. Stellar, equal dog poo, trying to break out this block. Nothing really to be said on that. USP 500 continues to extend higher, 6,700 nearly, insane. 1, 2, 3, came all the way down and is set off again. But I've marked out what I can see happening here. We're in the final throes of move. So 1, 2, 3 makes 1. So this probably is 1, 3 and 1. That could be 1, and then this is certainly the top of 2. And we know there's more to come here purely on doing that. US crude, what are you showing? Looks like a massive consolidation zone, not more, not less. Again, nothing really to be gleaned from that. Here's 1. This is 2, and that's 3. This is a big 1, and it's sort of breaking down to give us a 2 and a 3. Quickly draw that in. So 1, 3, and then 1, 2, and we're working our way down, basically. There you are, wallop. Now, US dollar basket, very important one. So this is a super mega beast of a cycle about to start. On a monthly chart, you can see the W, see the 1, see the 2. Now, 1, 2. The only contentions here, the ABCD pattern hasn't completed. This is point A, point B. ABCD comes in down here to retest this structure. We haven't got that yet. But what we do have, sometimes it goes early. You can see it here, it hasn't quite completed. But what we have been given here is, we've been given that 1, 2, 3 to the low, the W. We get above here, it's lights out. USD CAD, now one of the best out there. 1, 2, 3 to the low, W, 1, high, 2, and then a close above. Easier to see here. High expectations for this. Change, break, entry, breaker structure 1, breaker structure 2. This was breaker structure 2, and we've got that entry to give us a big push up. It's only a week of rise, so nothing more to be said there, but there you go. Lastly, Wall Street. Wall Street looks really good here. You can see a W, you can see 1. We're waiting for that M to form. This is still higher highs and higher lows in level 3. So there you have it, folks. I hope you found this video struck a chord with you. Think there's another way to look at the markets rather than looking at RSI indicators, oscillators, footprint, all these sort of things. It's a very visual thing, very subtle, but it's there for you to learn. So if you're interested in joining the community, I have a community under a separate group, Melon's Trade. That's my personal trading group. If you're interested in signals, it's Synergy Signals. You will find it on Telegram, and you will find the Signal service. There's a link in this video as well. It's a 30-day free trial. If you're interested in learning the methodology, we have courses available, and I do one-to-one tutoring. So do get in touch, and I wish you a good rest of your weekend and all the best. Take care. Cheers.